Let me just tell you guys first off what's up. I left today, guys. I had enough of Mike Boyd. Mike Boyd is the reason I left. If you guys didn't know that he was hired in as a chief editor, and Larry put him in charge of me. And at first it was okay. I wasn't that bummed. I thought maybe me and him will get along and it'll be okay. It turned out to be the complete opposite. The guy's the biggest. But I can tell you right now, that guy's no good for the business. And I can tell you right now that I'm not the only employee that left because of this Mike Boyd guy. Let me give you the list of the employees that have left. And I have a list. First off, Terry Harbor left because of him. Right away, she saw what was up with him. She left. That was one employee. Second, Saul, another writer that was under him, left because of him. The third was Kane Wickham. Kane was one of the best talents we had at Mohave Daily News. Kane was very, very good at what he did. He wasn't a writer, but he was very good at what he did. And the last person that left, well, the second to last person that left was Jim Lusick. Now, Jim, they were crazy to let him go because Jim was the best thing they had going as far as sports go. Jim was a guy who knew everything about sports. He put his heart and soul into his job for the kids in Bullhead City, which the kids out here really need. They needed somebody that would show up at their school. And he left because of him, because of Mike Boyd. Now, what I'm saying is, sorry guys, this is emotional for me. With those 4 employees, good, really good, solid employees leaving Mohave Daily News, it made me wonder why. But when they put Mike Boyd in charge of me, and he started pulling the same stuff with me, you guys, I can only take so much, you know. I do so much for that place. I work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the place. I only got paid for 5 days a week. And I was underpaid. I've been underpaid since I started there. But that wasn't the reason I got the job. The reason I got the job, because I enjoyed what I do. I enjoyed what I did. I brought a lot to the table.
So I'm reading from the Daily News article that was published on March the 1st, 2021, in regards to this person, Mike Boyd, who is now the editor-in-chief of the Mohave Valley Daily News. This person came from Seattle, and he's only been working in our community for approximately 6 months. And there's a little problem going on with this person because, as you just heard Jeff Arganda saying, this person has caused 5 people to walk out on their job. So if you read the article, if you read down further in the article, you can actually see Larry Kendrick has vouched for this person by saying, Mike comes to us with a great deal of experience in newsprint and digital news. His fresh ideas, along with getting the most out of increasingly smaller newsrooms, will be beneficial to the success of our local newspapers. Mike will bring energy and professionalism to our business and community as a whole. I expect great things to come from this addition to our team. So when you read something like that, you kind of think, wow, this guy Larry Kendrick actually has really good things to say about this person, Mike. However, if you were to check out the kinds of things that Mike Boyd has written Jeff Arganda up for, as far as reprimanding him in regards to his job, I'm sure that you would be very, very curious to know why Mike Boyd is demanding that Jeff Arganda train him. So right here on this reprimand, where it says facts, it says, I told Jeff that he needed to train me to produce our live stream studio shows. Okay, so if you go back to this article that was written and where Larry Kendrick states that this person, Mike, is coming here with a great deal of experience in digital news, why is he demanding that Jeff Arganda train him? I thought this guy, Mike Boyd, is supposed to be so knowledgeable. So right here where you go to where it says solutions, down here at the bottom, It says Jeff needs to promptly and without reservation undertake all requests for the training of any coworker. He also must ensure that any and all training he is asked to provide is comprehensive and all-inclusive. I don't really think that a company can demand another employee who is being underpaid to train anybody. I think that companies are supposed to hire professional people to come in where they are being paid to train in a certain area when it comes to videography or digital news or whatever Mike Boyd himself is supposed to be knowledgeable of, according to this guy Larry. So if you continue to read as far as where it says solutions is concerned on the number 2, this person, Mike Boyd, says he must refrain from commentary, opinion, and speculation. When you have an editor of a news organization that is telling an employee and a journalist and a reporter that they should be censored as far as their opinion and commentary is concerned, you're looking at a person who hates the First Amendment, who is censoring people, especially people who are supposed to be reporting on the news. This person's been here for 6 months, and you heard what Jeff Arganda just said. There have been 5 people that have been run out of their jobs by this person. And I'm sorry, I don't know about you, but I just think that's rather rude. I think it's very, very bad for business. And, we need to have people in our small community who care about the community, who are not trying to withhold any kind of information as far as news is concerned, and who does not want to censor people from speaking out, especially the very people who are being hired to report the news. Telling people that they're not supposed to offer their opinion or offer their own commentary. To me, that just seems like a violation of the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. So I wish Mohave County News or Mohave Daily News or whatever, the owner, Ryan, would replace this person with somebody who will work with our community members, somebody who will work within the community, somebody who cares about our community, and somebody who will not attack, provoke, abuse, and create a hostile work environment. Because according to what I just heard, as far as Jeff Arganda quitting the Mohave Daily News, Jeff was working in a hostile work environment. So when you have a person like this who came from a big city to a small town, small city, and is making demands on employees to train him in areas where he is supposed to be experienced and knowledgeable, there's just something backwards about that whole situation. Jeff Arganda is responsible for all of this that you see in the background as far as their news, the visuals are concerned. And this is a person that should really be knowing all about that. So, and another thing, when you have a person who has come into a small town and 5 people have lost their jobs in a matter of 6 months, again, there's just something wrong with that. So I don't know, this town deserves better. When you have people coming in here from other areas, they want to take over, they want to bark their orders at people, and then people are losing their jobs that they've had for years. I don't know, it's a horrible person, okay, my opinion.